Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I think we got it working today. I'm so excited. Welcome to You Melted My Heart. You Melted My Heart collaboration today. We do have a playlist, and you can follow the playlist and watch everybody today. So be sure and join that. Good to see everybody today. Thank you for joining us. Going on a little bit early, 'cause sometimes it takes a minute for the live to work, but we went right in today. So I'm excited that y'all are here with me today. Come on in. Hello, hello. So I'm Sheila with Sweetie's Creations and Decor, and we are doing the collab today. Welcome to You Melted My Heart collab playlist. I want to thank Lori from Farmhouse Stencil Shop, and I want to thank Leah for from Make All the Things with Me for having me today. I've been in a few of their collabs. I really enjoy working with these sweet ladies. They're both so patient, answer all the questions that we have. Hey, Tracy's Crafty Creations, which will be after me today, so y'all make sure that you stay on and watch Tracy because she will make you laugh and you will have a blast with her. Hey Lori. Hey Lori Henderson. Good to see you. Hey sweetheart. All right, we're going to get started. So this is going to be my little snow lady today. I've made one before. I love using these when I can find them. And so I went ahead and put a piece on the bottom, which is just a can top, but it gives it good stability. So I love working with all kinds of things. It looks like it worked, Leah, because it came up and I clicked it at the 243 and it went on. So I think it did. I hope so. Can you see? I hope so. So I went ahead and painted this in the marshmallow. And her little ball head looks kind of crazy because y'all, they've been out of these size styrofoam balls. I've looked at 3 stores this week. I guess everybody used them for Christmas. They haven't got any more in. So this one didn't look too good, but once we put her hair on there, she'll be fine. And y'all won't know the difference. So I said, this one looked a little wonky, but we'll use it anyway. Okay. So we're going to first take some glazed donut. This is Paint Pixie paint that I use. We're going to use the glazed donut, and I am going to make it a little bit more chippy like I like to make it. So I'm going to make sure that you can see, and we're going to take our palette knife, and we can put a palette knife in there in our paint and take a little bit off. You don't want it too thick. You're going to start on just some of your down places. You don't have to do it all the way down, but just a little bit on the sides. That's what you want to do first, is kind of get your, what I call your basic. If you haven't ever tried to do this, this is the easiest chipping method. And I was inspired by my friend from the Vintage Pebble, Miss Stephanie. She's the one that showed me how to do this and helped me learn it more. You can put a little bit on top there. And then you want to take what you've got left. But I still got a little bit on there, so I'm just going to go up here and put a little bit right in there. Now, you're just going to come down. You can go either way. I'm going to go up and down. Whatever's left on here, that's what you're going to have on your piece. So I don't have quite enough yet, but that's okay because we're going to keep working with it here. And then put you a little bit more in another place that you need a little bit. You don't want a ton on here when you're doing this. You want to make sure that you don't have a ton of paint when you're going to scrape. So here we go. You see how I just scraped that? I'm going to kind of hold it where you can see it. Doesn't have to be in one place, doesn't have to be perfect. So that's what we've got. See how that looks chippy? This is the easiest method for doing chippy, y'all. I love it. And I like vintage, chippy, all those things, but I'm also a glitzy girl, so I also like the Victorian, the jewels, all those things, and you'll find all of that in our house. My husband loves that I like some of the vintage look because he likes our den to be more of that look. And he just goes with my craziness. I have a good husband. He just goes with my craziness. Now I'm going to go down this. He hears me talking about him. He just agrees. He just figures it's easier for him to agree, right? Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit round on here. Now, some of this is gonna be covered by her dress, but I'm still, and if I mess it up, there is no messing up, y'all. If you mess it up or you think it's messed up or it's too much, go back with your basic paint, your vein paint that you use, and you can paint right over it. It paints right over. How many of you have done this method? Hey, Crazy for Crochet, how are you? Hey, Stephanie Wisby. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me today. Y'all make sure that you give me one of those little hearts. There's a little heart there. You can press the little heart and make sure that you subscribe to my channel today. I would appreciate that. And if you can share out, that would help as well. Trying to build our YouTube channels. So I'm going to put a little bit more down in here to finish this part. And you're just going to take what's on your palette knife and put that on your sides. And if you get a little over like I did right there, it doesn't hurt anything. And you're just going to go like that, or you can go like this as well. Either way. And if you didn't get quite enough, just get you a little bit more of your paint that you took off, put it back on your palette tool, and go back in. Now you can put a little, or you can put a more. And that's just what you're getting. So you're going to do that. We're going to do that all the way around. It's really a great look, and you can put any colors you want. If you wanted to put brown on here, because I am going to be using some more of some coffee stain, you could definitely use the brown as well. So let me put a little bit more in here. And then I'm just going to scrape this. Didn't get quite enough. I'll just get a little bit more. If you haven't used this and you really don't like having to get the wax out and put it on it and then scrape it off, this is an easy method to get the same type of look. Not perfectly the same, but looks very much like you would want to do. Okay? Click on the icon. Which one is it, Leah? On your icon? Oh, click on here? On your picture? On your picture? Click on your icon. Did that work? I got that you're a moderator. Is that what you wanted? Okay, thank you, sweetie. I'm learning new things. Yes, thank you, Leah, for taking care of that. Thank you so much. All right. So we're just going to do this. Yeah. Same thing. Just going to keep going down. Ignore if you see something you don't like. When you're welcome to say hello. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit right in here. All right, got a little much right in there, but that's okay. We're gonna let that roll. Put a little bit more right in here. You're just gonna keep scraping down. Okay, thank you, baby. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm glad you told me how to do that because I wondered because I wanted to do that and I'm glad you told me how. So y'all, I've been doing YouTube a little while. I do a lot of videos, but I'm learning a lot about going live from Leah and Laurie, and I just appreciate that so much, and I appreciate y'all coming by today because it's just loads of fun to go on all the time and to do lives as well. So I'm just going to keep doing just a little bit of this here, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to dry it up. A couple of places I'll probably have to put some more. Now I have this size, and then I have a little bitty one that gets in some of those smaller places. So I'm probably going to take the little bitty one up in here. You just want to put a little paint on, take a little off. And then right here where it's smaller and around that neck, I can get it with this one. And these are on sale right now with Paint Pixie. Oops, see, I just moved her head. That's why I didn't want to. That's why I put her head on ahead of time, y'all. Then I touched it. Goodness, she wasn't quite dry. Let's put her a little glue back here. All right, we got her head back on. I didn't dehead her. I didn't dehead her after all. Okay, let's put a little bit around in here. So this little one really gets in these little bitty spots that you need. These are on sale with Paint Pixie right now. Use my link. I'll put my link in the I'll add it to the description, but you can find it on my link tree and go use my link. But now if they're on sale, you wouldn't get the discount. But if anything else, if you buy paint or something, you do. Just so you'll know. Okay. She's not going out of business. She's just taking some things out and marking them um, liquidating. That's all. Nah, her paint does really, really well. If you've never tried it, it's great paint. Okay, y'all got her kind of almost like I want her. Just take you a little time with that. Just kind of go on. You could also do a metallic paint on here if you want to do. It doesn't matter what kind of paint. You do want to use chalk paint. So do use your chalk paint. Now I'm just going back over a little bit, and that's not probably going to show. You can do a little bit on her face too if you want to, on this little ball. If you want to do it up here, you can do it here too. Just hold the head if you do it. Oh, y'all, you got to have fun. Listen, if you can't laugh when you craft, you can't be too serious. You just can't. Can't be too serious because life is not serious all the time. So laugh at yourself and move on. Absolutely. People that watch me know that I love to laugh and cut up. So I am okay with that. So that looks good. All right. That's looking good. What do y'all think? Looking good? Okay, let's get back to where we said her face was. Now, I did 2 little holes on the side for some arms, and we're going to hope we find them once we get her little dress on. So let's get her finished up right here, and I'm going to dry this up. And I'm sorry that it might be loud. I do not have my microphone. I got a new phone, and y'all know they change constantly on the size for these phones. And so I had to get an adapter. My husband he ordered it for me. It should be here probably, yeah, probably by Monday. But he thought he had ordered it. All right, I think she's good. She is looking good. So that's what we've got. I put a little coffee stain on the bottom. I'm gonna put a little bit of this too. It's not going to show much because we're going to put some greenery on there. But I'm just going to add just a little bit, just to fill in that a little bit. You can always go back with paint. So I'm liking her. I think she's cute. Okay, this is her. This is going to be her face. No, that's the other side. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is the smooth side. Okay, so I'll put a little bit right in here for her face. And hold the head down. That's the main thing is this, sometimes their heads move. We're gonna have to name her. I love Jack that was ahead of me. That was so cool. So we might have to name her as well. Okay, so she's looking good. Let's dry her up. Let's get her dry. You love that chippy look? Yes, you can always watch our live streams. Because you can rewind the live streams if you missed something. And also you should be able to go back and watch this on the playlist. Crazy for crochet. Is your name Crystal? I don't know your name, hon. I'm Sheila, for those of you that missed it. Hey, I think she's dry. Let's put her dress on now. So I'm going to tell y'all what I made the dress out of so that you can get you the same kind of material, or you can use muslin. I have a whole pack of these flour sacks, and I had ideas for them. You know how you buy the whole thing and you're going to do, and I'm still going to make some of these. You can put material on here. You can paint them. You can use transfers, anything you want on these. Only thing with the transfers is you wouldn't be able to wash it. So this would be just one for looks. If you're going to wash it, you want to make sure you put something that's going to hold for washing. So you would want to do your ironing and things on that. So this is what it was, and I just cut mine and doubled it so I'd have two sides to make it a little thicker. And you can tear this just like you can regular material and make you some fabric strips. These really were not bad priced to be able to do all that. So I decided I would get some and try it. And then they were sitting there and I thought, why don't I do something with these? Let me find my needle, y'all. I did a little basting stitch. If you don't know what basting stitch is, if you don't sew, you just run in some thread through there where you can pull it. That's what a basting stitch is. So her dress is we're going to decide where we're going to put her dress. I'm gonna put her a little bow up there around her neck. So I think we'll do the dress about right in here. This is the side I want. Okay. I have to keep looking, y'all. So you have to pull it and you kind of have to hold it, and then we'll have to put a stitch in the end where it will hold this. We're going to put it where we want it, which is probably going to be about right in here. Okay. And then you're just going to stitch it where it'll stay on. So you're just going to take your thread. This is just a needle and thread that you're just going to fix it a little bit. Let me fix her dress kind of like what I want. And I think we're going to have to cut it off a little bit. So let me get her neck. Let me pull it a little bit more. There we go. That's better. That's better. You can always trim off the back, or you can fold it over and glue it. It's not going to be a problem. I'm just going to go right here and baste this on. I love to make mine close. So I afterthought, after I was watching other people, I thought, I should have run this through my printer and put a cute print on the front of her. But so what I'll do is I'll take some of this material, and if this doesn't work, I can use muslin on my printer's a little bit older, and sometimes it's persnickety about material. And it'll leave some ink on it, even though I've cleaned the head. So I will try it, and I might put a little something on her little dress apron here. Okay, we got that part, and it's okay if it's a little loose. I think we'll be able to kind of fold it over here on the back, and we won't have to cut it. Let me just get this off. Put my needle up there where I can keep up with it, maybe. All right, let's see which side's going to do the best to kind of fold over. I think we can kind of fold it over a little bit. She looks like she's all right. I'm gonna just kind of put some fabric glue on there. So you could put some hot glue. I prefer to put the fabric fusion just because I don't like that little, when you use hot glue, it makes it stick up some and it just, to me, it just doesn't do as well. So I would rather use some fabric glue. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna lay her down and do it. Watch her head. Now I'm just gonna fold this under just like that. Oh, we're doing good. And we'll do some other things with her. How many of you love the coffee stain? I love the scent. And you also could put a little cinnamon on her dress. So if you wanted it to be a little bit more primitive, I just took some of the coffee stain and put a little extra on there. But if you wanted it just a little bit more primitive, you can put, and so I'll probably put maybe a tad of hot glue, but I'm really going to try to make this work. And this is Aleene's Fabric Fusion. See if I can keep her little dress on like that. I think that'll work. There's her little dress. It's okay if it's got a little pinch up there. We'll put something on it, fix it. Come on, I need you to hold here. Let's put just a tad of the hot glue. Just a tad. That'll help that hold right now because it's not adhered yet. It's got to dry. So that's why it's not sticking. So we're going to put just a tad, just a very little tad of hot glue. You like spindle? Yes, Lori. I forgot I even have spindles. And then I'm looking in my closet straightening that, trying to straighten that. And I thought, I have a load of spindles that I got from 2 different people. I need to use those. So I made one of these before. I just thought it was so cute. I thought I'd make another one. So there's her little dress. Now she's got some little arms. I'm going to wait on the arms because I think that they're going to be a little sensitive with the glue and stuff. And we'll have to make sure. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I didn't even need those holes for the arms. I could put it around. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. All right. Let's go ahead and put her some greenery around the bottom. And then I've got another little idea with that. I've got little buttons for her dress. Let's see if we can use some of this greenery. Got a few pieces out here. Let's just put her greenery on. And her little dress cute. But, it'd be cute to put a little apron on there, too. So you could take that. I do have some little pieces of material that I thought about putting her some little scraps on there because she is vintage and she is supposed to look like that. So we could do some little scraps. I think the little scraps would be cute. Here's a little smaller one. Some little scraps on her dress might be cute. Whoop. I kind of like the little scraps. I think we'll put a couple of little scraps on there. That might be cute. You do? You like the scraps? Thank you. I tell you, my husband says you ought to start. I've got to start sewing again, y'all. We're gonna have I keep saying we're gonna have our machine fixed. I am. My husband's gonna look at it. We're gonna try to get it working well. It was working fine, and then it started acting up with the stitches, and it's not wanting to hold the tension. And it's not new, but I've not had it real long. I had an old one for years. I think a little scraps are gonna look cute. Let me show you. Maybe I should have done it as a pocket. Yeah, cute idea. Maybe as a pocket. Almost like she's got a little pocket. Oh, that might be cuter. Let me see. Where'd my glue go? Yeah, maybe a little pocket. Thank you to all of our new friends on here. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like that one's a pocket. So you should use that as a pocket. We could even put a little heart on there if we wanted to. And then maybe the other one over here. And I don't know if I want it quite that big. Let me take a little bit. How many of you do material for therapy. That is my therapy right there. Yeah, maybe that one up that way or up this way. I can make her more than two. Whoop. Come on, glue. I need you to hold. Now this glue does hold. Okay. So let's put this one. Let's just lay this one over here, maybe. And then we might add some more. We might add more than two. We'll put these two right now. We might put just a tad of hot glue to give it a hold right now. What it is this takes a little bit to dry. So sometimes when you put it on, it wants to pull off, but it does dry well once it dries. Once it dries, it does well. It's just that sometimes you got to give it a little help there. Okay, I'm gonna put that one over there. Let's see if I've left room for her buttons now. You stay on there. You have to kind of talk to it sometimes, don't you? Still, it's looking cute. I like her little patches. All right, for buttons, I've got these little bottle caps, and they've got little hearts on them. So I'm going to put some of those on there, and they are another tricky part to put in glue. As y'all know, metal and glue don't like each other, so we're going to put a little bit of Type Bond, a little bit of hot glue on there, and put her at least, probably all the buttons. All the buttons. We'll put a little Type Bond, a little hot glue. See if we can get that going. All right. Didn't put them together. I put them separate. Let's see if I can keep from burning my fingers as I put it on. I think that's going to be cute. Yeah, I love to recycle, so I use a lot of recycled stuff, things like that to craft with. Okay, I need to leave a room for her arms, so let me see about that before we put the rest of this on. Let's don't forget her arms. Okay, her arms. Got a little piece of wire, and I made a little piece here with the Formflex compound. I put a little coffee stain on it, but I'm thinking, should we paint it? I maybe should have waited on the button, but I think we can still, because her little arms are right. I got a little pencil mark somewhere, if I can find it, for those. All right, we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Little arm's going to be out here. I think it'll be okay. All right, let's see if we can find the little hole that I have in here. Let's see. I found it earlier with a little tool. What to do with that little tool? Why does everything walk away when you have it? Oh, here it is. There's a little place that we made a little hole for her arm. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it. If not, we're just gonna fake it till we make it. I found it with this little tool earlier. Let me see. Let's see if I can do her little dress a little bit. It's up. Where did her little arm go? There it is. Okay. It's right in there. Okay. Let's see if we can figure that out. I'm going to stick it through her material, which I should have gone ahead and put a hole in her material probably. Would have been the easiest thing, y'all. Would have been the easiest. Let me undo this for a minute. I can look in here that way. There it is. Okay, I got it. I got it. I see where it is. Let me turn her dress. That's why I didn't do her dress tight, because I knew I could make it work if I left it a little loose. Let's see, and her little hole is right there. So let's see if we can get it through there. Hoping this wire is going to go through. There we go. There we go. I got it. Small stuff. It's okay. All right. Let's put a little glue in there. It may not hold, and I have to go back and do it afterwards. Sometimes that it doesn't hold real well when you're messing with it. So we'll see. We'll see. Put it through her dress. I'm gonna add just a tad of hot glue there. It's really, sometimes there's not an easy way to get to that part. Okay. So there's her arm. I'm going to move her dress over a little bit. And her heart might be a little bit off from where I did her, but she can be holding it to the side. Doesn't have to be exact if it doesn't work. Y'all, we just make it work. Here's the other pencil hole. So let's see if this is the correct place. Let's see. Yep, pretty close, pretty close. I couldn't see the other side, but I can see this side. Okay. Here's her hole on this side. Right there. Okay. We got it. We got it. We got it. Yeah, she's almost finished, so we're good. We're good. We're good. That's right. You just listen, fake it till you make it is what they say, right? There we go. There's her. Okay. Now I may have to rebend that a little bit, y'all. There we go. Got that glue in there. Now, got her head back. Now, I think what I'll do is afterwards, I'll just take it off and redo this little heart. Right now, I'm just going to leave it just like that. But anyway, she's going to have little hearts. Her hands are supposed to hold the little heart. But I didn't allow quite enough for it to go this direction. So I'm just going to bend it a little bit for right now. And she will just look like she's holding her heart to the side. We're going to make that work. Make it work, y'all. Yeah. Don't sweat the small stuff. Let's put her button on. She might have more than this, but we'll put this one on for right now. Need to put another glue stick. That's her other little button. And I'll turn around and show you in just a sec. But I will work on that piece for her hand. That's going to be her little hand, supposed to be holding the heart. But, you know, sometimes that one popped out, and that might be why it's not doing right. But that's okay. I'm going to pop it back in. Now the dress decides to stick, right? Now it wants to stick. Where'd my hole go? There it is. Okay. So we're going to work with her like that right now. I'll make her look prettier. Y'all don't worry about it. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Let's get a glue stick. Okay. There's find over there. Now let's just do our little greenery here. Y'all were sweating it. Hey, Diane. Hey, Diana. Hey, Yoli. Hey, the country cowbell. How are you? I hope you're good today. I'm just going to take a little glue, y'all, and put these on in some little places. Now, I think I'm going to put this little snowflake here, this little metal snowflake. I think I'm going to put it right here on the front in between that greenery. I think it'll look good. So let's put a little hot glue on it for right now. And I can always put some other glue if this doesn't really hold. It's not too heavy, so it might hold. Let's put it right there. We've got to put her hair on and do her little face. We're good. We can do it. We can do it. All right, let's put some other little greenery down here. Just cut a few little pieces of this and stick that in. Right in there. I'll put a little bit more on this other side. This is just little greenery I have of little scraps, and they work. These are just little, needs more glue now. Okay. It's a cold day here. I'm surprised that glue is drying that quick, but it always does on live, doesn't it? Yeah, y'all just ignore little hands. I'll fix them. I'll fix them. I had it good in my mind, as y'all know. You always have it good in your mind. And then when you start to go live, it was like, oh boy. Just stick a little greenery around here. We won't worry about the back right now. We'll just kind of do the front a little bit, get it done. Here's another little piece we can stick in there. Any greenery you want, it doesn't matter. And then you can add a little snow to it. You want to put a little snow on there. You can do that as well. Let's cut this off and use it. All right, we'll put another little piece right here. There we go. That at least filled our bottom in where it looks a little bit better. All right, let's do her face real quick. And then we'll put her some hair on. Let me move these out of the way. So I've got her a nose. We'll get her face on, get her a little hair on. Move those out the way. Let's see if we can get her face kind of lined up here. Y'all, I have to hold her just a minute. Okay. I have to make her eyes a little bit bigger. We're gonna let her go right now. Do that. Let's put her little nose on. So I made a nose at a little bit of pixie dough. Made two of these noses, put a little snow on it. So this is her little nose, and I like a little big nose, so that's okay. I was deciding if I wanted to do her nose up or sideways. I kind of like it sideways, so let's do it sideways. Oh, thank you. I love her too. All right, that's her little nose. She's going to have some cheeks. Let's just do her little mouth real quick. We still good. We're doing good. We're doing good. So I just use a marker. You can use paint. I like the some of the other markers too, but I found that this, I just kind of sometimes just like to use a Sharpie. There we go. Got her little face. All right, let's take a little bit of dreamsicle and let's get a little brush and just make her a little cheek. And it's just going to be very light, very light. Okay, let's make her a little cheek. If this doesn't look dark enough, I might have to use the pink. Let me try the pink. I've got a darker pink. This dark might do better. That's so light you can't really see it. I wanted to make her not be so bright, but I'll try this pink and see if it'll make it a little darker. Maybe I'll mix those two together. Sometimes you have to mix them. A little bit of pink, a little bit of that. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of a blushy look. Okay, that looks better. That looks better. Let's put her a little blushy cheek over here. And I can add another coat to make it a little darker. There's her little face. It's kind of hard with my thing here. All right, let's get her some hair on. Let's get her a little hair. And I've got a little tag for her too. So we'll see if we can get that on. So let's just get some little Spanish moss. Let's lay her down. Let's put her little hair on. I'm just going to use some hot glue. And hot glue sometimes will melt this styrofoam. So just be careful with it. If you've got a lower temp glue tool, you can use it too. Move her right here. Y'all can still see her. Get her little hair on. Come over to this side. Can't see her as well. Let me move this. There we go. Now let's get her hair on. This is some Gorilla Glue, but you still have those little places sometimes. There's her hair. Get your little hair on, and then we can give her a haircut. She can have a haircut. Spanish moss, you know, is a love, not so love relationship. Hey, Grungy Goodness, how are you today? Y'all don't ask me to know everybody's name today because you know when you're live, your brain just goes out. But I know who everybody is. And I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate it very much. Okay, we're gonna give her a haircut. So let me I'm gonna make her a little bow. So we getting it. We is doing it. And Miss Tracy from Tracy's Crafty Creations is gonna be on after me. And y'all know Miss Tracy will have something good. She makes me laugh. Oh my goodness, she makes me laugh. I just love to watch her because she just is so cheerful and makes you laugh. Okay, let's put a little bit more hair in here and we can trim that off a little bit. She may have to have a little bit more hair. She might need a little bit more. Got a little too much glue there. She looking like a wild child right now, but we're going to fix her. We're going to fix her. We ain't going to sweat the small stuff. She can have some more hair. We'll fix her hair. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to trim a little off, give her a little bit of a haircut, and then I can go back and give her a little bit more. Let's make her a quick little bow for her neck. You got hair coming down in your face, girlfriend. We got to fix that. We need you a haircut. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Getting that little tool go now. Y'all have things walk off of your table. I do. Everything walks off of mine. Okay. All right. You're going to make her have a little. I'm going to put her some more hair, but she's looking good so far. She's looking good so far. She does have a little bow. Let's see. We've got a little bow to stick in her hair, and then I'm going to make a quick other kind of bow. And when I show, I'll take a picture of her. Put that in a post. There's her little bow. She's looking cute. Let's do her a quick little small bow to put around the neck. And we will be done. How about that? Okay, let's move this back. Let's put I got some different colors of this material. So I've got some different kinds of the reds. I really love the reds, so that's what I mostly am using. A little bit of cream. You won't need a whole lot with this because you just want a little small bow. Here's a little piece that I coffee stain. Let's put a little piece of it in there. We won't need but just a few little pieces here for this. That's all we're going to need. I'm just going to trim it up like that. All right, let's put this little piece in there or this little piece. That matches. Got another one of these. Let's put this in here. This is a little small piece and it'll fit. This will be cute. Cute, cute. All right, maybe a little piece of this. Yeah, we're still doing good. We're still doing good. And I'll finish all that back stuff and get her hand fixed because I'll probably just do a whole another one and make that where it'll work. We'll make that cute. There we go. And then we're just going to tie it. I've got both bow dabras, a small one that my friend Missy gave me, and then I've got the big one. I like to use both of them, especially if you're just doing a little small little bow. Let's cut these off. And then I'm just going to put this right up here. Let's fluff her a little bit. Give her a little fluff-a-poo. Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's cut this just a tad right in here. Okay, and that. This is going to go right on her neck. So she's just going to have a little bow up here. I'll trim it a little bit more, but I think that's going to be cute. I think that'll be cute up in there. Let me fix these just a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll be cute on her neck. I like it. You like it? Thank you. Yep, I think she's cute too. I like her. How cute is that? I might move her hair bow to the other side. I may like it better on the other side. Let me push this down just a little bit right there. Whew, get some of that off. Okay, I got a little. We good? We good? I got a little tag I made. I was going to tell y'all. Um, this is made out of, what do I do with that paper? A napkin. I mean, a paper towel. So this little piece here, I don't see the bigger piece. You make them, here it is, fell on the floor. This is a paper towel. You put the grunge, coffee grunge on there, no paste, no glue. It hardens, and then you have some little tags. So we're going to do her tag, and my time is over. So what I'm going to do is just put this on here, put this little rusty heart, and I'm just going to hang her a little tag from her bow. And that's what I have for you today. I hope y'all enjoyed her. I'll think of a name. I think she's cute. And I'll fix her up a little bit better, fix her hands, and I will take a picture. Thank y'all for being with me. Tracy's on right now. Thank you.